Just
just kind of like wonk James Bond. God, that's a curse.
oh god,
he just really cares about like.
You know, in the next one, he's married. In the next film, he's married and has a child.
That's right. Yeah, fucking.
Because they're trying desperately to do something else with the character, and they've decided to remake Taken.
The one line that I liked that Willem Dafoe gets in this, which is he's torturing 003.
Yes.
003's in this to get tortured. And what he says
we're not excited about the torture. We're excited about the line.
I am. No, and I'm also both.
I'm excited about the torture.
What he says is,
sometimes I think MI6 assigns your numbers based on your IQ.
Fucking get his ass.
Get his ass.
Sounds like 3 takes stitched together.
Yeah, because it is. I mean, when Bond discovers 003 being tortured and being owned like this, what he does is he like comes up on the window between them, shoots this window 3 times, and this is what plays out, right?
A friend of yours?
You'll have to do better than that. It's bulletproof.
Wildly very registered.
Oh shit! Really?
I love Willem Dafoe.
Why?
But what possible tactical advantage would firing a gun 2 inches from your face into what is definitely bulletproof glass, that as an agent who's been working for anywhere from 20 to 150 years based on the canon of this game, you would not fucking think, hey, you know what, this is probably bulletproof glass. And also, I'm going to lay myself with a civilian. Oh no, sorry, she's another agent, I think, Shannon Elizabeth. I cannot remember.
Oh, she's a fucking archaeologist.
She's a geologist.
I think.
Sure,
she's a geologist.
But nevertheless, you're splayed across this in full view, and you're like, maybe I'll just shoot the glass. I guess.
Yeah, 3 times.
Three times, and then stay completely still.
In Bond's head, gets a little spinning silver thing for doing that. Yeah,
he's just giving those to himself.
Dunna. Yeah, no, fantastic stuff.
Like the theme music, he's wandering around singing the theme music in his head, giving himself extra points.
I fully believe that, like, the window that defeats Bond like that, fucking Willem Dafoe got that at an estate sale for Dr. No. And it's the same window.
I've said this before, and I will continue to say it. The stealth bad guy of the Bond films is just the concept of windows. From the one in Dr. No's lair to the massive floor-to-ceiling one in Thunderball while they're trying to do like a secret meeting. It's just a massive window behind them.
This is the fuck
and
Windows
now this
franchise. Yeah, I believe that.
Fuck them.
It's just like full of moments like that where you're like, come on, man, you're shit at this. You're not a good... And also, James Bond murders like 150 people. There's a bit toward the end where you're just shooting guys and blood's going everywhere. There's like little pops of blood. It's not like a violently bloody game, but like he easily domes 50 guys. I could have worded that better, but it's...
Bond fully domes off 50 guys. It's a good game.
You get in the club and you turn around and you can suck off a guy.
Yeah, it's a quick time event now. It's very strange.
It's like I'm waiting for a massage.
It's an Easter egg.
007, you'll have to massage the prostate.
Really get in there. Oh my god.
Issuing you this Magnum condom, Bond. Do try to bring it back in one piece.
Treat it with the same disrespect as the rest of your equipment. Oh god.
There's a bit where he goes, I'll try my best, and that's what I'm afraid of. It's like, also, why would you even bother saying that at this point as Q?
Q's
everything
very
gets
involved.
Broke. He's also a miserable asshole.
He's very involved in how horny Bond is, too. He's like, do try not to have too much sexual intercourse. It's like
Q likes being cucked. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's actually that Bond and Q are in a relationship, but it's one in which Q just enjoys getting cucked by Bond fucking women.
I haven't thought about this, right?
We've solved it.
Fucking Heidi Klum, right, and Willem Dafoe, every time after it turns out that she's evil, they show up together. Like, at one point, they're piloting a 2-seater fighter jet together.
Yes.
And the vibe is very much, hey, me and my girlfriend saw you across the bar and we really dig your vibe. Like, it's fully polycule shit, as far as I'm concerned.
Me and my girlfriend in her latex pussy suit.
We're looking for a third. It's... And I mean, again, I cannot stress enough, we have to talk about LaRouge.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, let's do LaRouge.
Our boy, LaRouge.
All that scene needed was some, like, accordion music. Like an accordion chase.
Cut that in.
So, Bond is in New Orleans.
Accordion cover of the Bond theme.
I don't know. But, like, he's in New Orleans because, again, I cannot stress this part enough. Bayou swamp magic is going to make the nanobots dissolve metal. Mm-hmm. And clearly someone has thought, what do they have in New Orleans? French guys. And so Maya, who sings the theme song, gets fucking captured by just a French dude with a crossbow named LaRouge.
And he's in it for like 15 minutes maximum if you play the level slowly.
If you pause the game and go and do something else, maybe.
He gets a boss fight, and that's really it. He hangs up the lass who I don't know anyone's names,
Maya,
and
she's just called Maya.
Goes to put Maya. Oh, she's called Maya in real life as well. This is a woman who exists. They hang her up on a thing, and she's about to go into a furnace, and she has a line where do you have it?
I did not get it because I am too lazy. No,
that's fine. But the line is essentially just like, Bond, help. And it was like, that was the best take they got of that.
It's read by fucking
Mortal
Microsoft
danger.
Sam, is what it's read by.
It's delivered with the same vigor as Kal-El No from Justice League.
Yeah, and meanwhile, just fucking
acting is hard, okay?
Miming below her inside a glass box is this fucking guy with a string of onions round his neck.
Yeah, he really was just missing like an accordion and like throwing baguettes at you. It definitely was. Someone thought, shit, what's in Louisiana? Well, there's black no.
Yeah.
No.
We've done that. We can't do that again.
I read your last script, Dave. None of that. There's a lot of words we don't say anymore.
The game is almost all white.
Yeah, it is very interesting how they managed to go to Louisiana and meet only a French guy. Even
the NPCs.
Yeah. A French guy and a bunch of Russians, which you'd think would stick out a bit more, I guess.
Oh, God, that's it. But it's so good as well. But they also, they tantalize you with a bunch of xenophobic French stuff without really paying it off with just going completely over the top. And him being
Bonjour, Monsieur Bond.
It's just a guy that you happen to kill, and you're like, I wonder what his vibe was, which I guess in some ways is closest to the way Bond perceives the world, is just guy who I have just murdered. I wonder what his deal was.
Well, who cares? Moving on.
Moving on to my next weird
I saved another woman. Are you going to have sex with me? No? All right, moving on. You could live or die. Does she have sex with him? I couldn't remember.
Yeah. She drives her home and she's like, no, come in the house.
You want to have sex, I guess? I've just been hung up. I'm probably like feeling scared and gross. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Fuck it. Let's go.
You know what?
Let's go.
Yeah, powerfully aroused by having been like hung up by the wrist while like a French guy is murdered beneath me. This is the horniest experience of my life.
That's just always say 77 again.
Yeah, more or less. And I mean, Jaws shows up in New Orleans too.
Yeah, he shows up with a flamethrower, doesn't he?
Jaws just keeps showing up.
No, the flamethrower's later. In New Orleans, he shows up driving a tanker truck full of nanobots.
Yeah, sure.
Which he's going to use to dissolve the levees and flood the city.
And James Bond has this weird line where he says, they're going to destroy the levees and flood the city. We wouldn't want New Orleans to be flooded, would we, George Bush? And he just turns to the camera and says it. It's very strange.
Yeah, that was a really weird line.
It's weird, and especially because Katrina happened several years later. But maybe that's because George Bush.
No, it actually predicted it. That's the weirdest part.
And was like,
I think I might have just in my mind conflated 9/11 and Hurricane Katrina. I think that's what that was in my mind.
About the same time.
I can't believe Jaws did
No,
9/11.
they were both when I was very, very young.
Jaws pilots the plane into the North Tower.